G'day YouTube, welcome to Greer's Great Aussie Adventures. I'm Ray, the blind traveller.
I'm Emily, the wife of the blind traveller.
I'm Isabel, the daughter of the blind traveller.
We've been travelling Australia since 2018 now. We've recently decided to share our travels with you guys. So sit back, relax, grab a pen and paper and plan that next holiday. G'day guys, welcome back to another video. So obviously we're not in Rolling Stone anymore. We headed off this morning, so we're starting this video here in Cardwell. We just pulled up to go for a walk out on the Cardwell jetty, and it's morning tea time, and the food at the servo there on the main highway of Cardwell is usually really good. Choice servo, it's usually really good, but it's so still. There's not even, I don't know if you see the trees, there's no wind. It's just like a really gentle little breeze. The ocean's flat as, so we're going to go for a walk out on the jetty, and then we're going to keep heading on. So in this video we're basically going to be going from here to Cairns, and we'll show you anything we do in between. We're going to be going to
our little road trip.
We're going to go to Babinda Boulders,
The Babinda Bakery.
Babinda Bakery obviously, because well, their cream buns are the best there is.
Don't give everything away, we'll show you when we get there.
We'll give you a look. And then we're going to go on to Cairns, get the aircon looked at, and anything we do around Cairns will be in this one as well. So we'll go for a walk out on the jetty. Definitely a nice day out on the water. We have seen trawlers here too. I think the trawlers literally come in and load straight into Cardwell. We did pull up when we first come in on the southern side of Cardwell. There's a big, so this esplanade goes all the way along Cardwell, and right down that end there's a big car park area and what do you call it, like a day picnic area, no camping or anything. Well, there used to be a pie cart that pulled up in there, and it used to be really, really good, but I don't think it's there anymore. But we pulled up because there was quite a few carts in there, but they're all coffee carts and what was the other one?
Healthy food.
Healthy foods cart and that. And well, clearly that's not us. The what?
The little swallow.
Oh, they're birds.
A bird, yeah, very small bird.
Look out, Isabel, don't fall in.
Oh, I know, that's a bit terrifying, isn't it?
But yeah, so we ended up coming onto the jetty. Instead of going back down, we'll get a feed at the servo. Hopefully got fish. So we come off the jet. I didn't do any filming out on the end because it was basically full of people. And when things like that are full of people, it's hard to get a good, and we're struggling to get a photo. Just crossing Main Street. Better not get hit by a car on video. Oh, I suppose at least it's on video then.
Yeah.
But now it's time to get something to eat.
Yeah.
But it's pretty good. Cardwell's one of the old sort of beach communities where everything's on the main road. You can literally walk from one end to the other and see everything. And most people you meet are nice. Just being in a little town. But oh, chemist. Didn't we know something from a chemist? Huh? Oh, you got it yesterday.
Yeah.
Day before. Alright, we'll go get something to eat. Funny fact about the stacks at the sugar mills, up until, what was it, 4 years ago?
We'd already left, so I would only say maybe 3.
3 years ago, so Isabel would have been 7.
No, 8.
We'll just say 7.
7.
Makes
no,
her
you're
look
right.
better.
7. No,
7
you're
years
right.
old. So Isabel was 7. We had her convinced that the stacks at the sugar mills were where clouds were made. So up until she was 7 years old, they were called cloud machines. Because you know, you got to admit, when they're pumping out smoke, they look like clouds. So yeah, we had her convinced that they were cloud machines, and that's where clouds came from. That's why they're all over the country.
Yeah.
But we had to tell her a couple of years ago.
Because like, that looks like clouds,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It looks like they're
Streaming,
making clouds.
making new clouds, and then sometimes it's really dark smoke. So we said, "Oh, that's rain clouds because it's darker." But I just thought I'd tell you, so I thought it was funny. But we're just heading into Tully now. So
Golden gumboot.
a big gumboot. So we're just going to do a lap of Tully on our way through. Tully's one of those little towns you got to turn off the highway to go through it.
Oh, there's a bakery right there.
But we thought we might as well just come in, do a lap, have a squiz, see what's changed. So we've just drive along, and I forgot I wanted a coffee liqueur here at Murdering Point Winery, isn't it? Winery. They got a really nice coffee liqueur, and there's heaps of other nice liqueurs and wines they've got too. So I strongly suggest, if you're heading north along the A1 here, pull in, have a look. They do all your tastings and that, so you can taste the whole menu, catalogue, range, taste the whole lot.
So for the record, it's only 1.6 kilometres in
Off the highway, yeah. Obviously, if you're going to taste the whole range, you're going to have to stay locally.
Yep, there's Coromine Beach and stuff about 8 k's up the road
Yeah.
for camping. I'm pretty sure you can camp there, sorry, don't quote me on that.
Yeah, don't quote it, but we'll go and have a look.
Splice original.
Alright, so we finished in there. I got me riser. Even if you don't like, so I don't drink coffee. I can't stand coffee, yet the coffee liqueur riser is just amazing.
It's different.
And I've had a couple of tastings. You did the
We tried the White Devil Port, which is a pineapple based port.
yeah.
And we also tried the spicy vanilla bean liqueur.
So we ended up with a bottle of the pineapple port as well, and
Very
it was
smooth.
It was amazing,
Man.
beautiful. But we'll probably end up with a bottle of the vanilla too. They ship anywhere in Australia, and if you get 5 bottles, postage is free.
Yep. And if you happen to be passing through or you live close by, whatever, in store you get the card.
Yeah, the loyalty card.
Every 5th bottle is free.
Yeah. So, and like you can taste anything. So if you're not sure on something, you can do it. You can taste it.
And don't stress, guys. Like obviously, I'm driving. They give
It's
you
only just
literally
enough to
just
taste
enough
it.
to put it in your mouth.
And then, you know, if you've got a second driver, you can sit down and do the whole tasting across the board. There is a van park just down the road.
Yep.
What'd you say, 5 minutes down the road?
It's 5 minutes. We did double check that for you guys. So 5 minutes down the road.
Do the tasting and taste them all if you want to. So we'll be working our way through the whole brochure. But yeah, we'll get back on the road now and go to Innisfail.
Yeah.
So that was the Innisfail Esplanade. So believe it or not, how many times do you reckon we've driven through Innisfail?
I peg it somewhere around 10.
So we've driven through here like probably 10 times.
Maybe more.
And we've never actually driven down along the Esplanade and had a look. So we figured rather than driving through again and not looking at anything, we thought at least go down and have a look, have a squeeze. So we had to call into Kmart to get some ice cube trays anyway, so we might as well have a look around. But yeah, so this is Innisfail. Just another nice, I wouldn't say it's small. Some people would. Some people would say it's a little hick town, but we think it's kind of big.
It's definitely one of the bigger ones along this stretch.
Yeah, but there's a nice big park right in the town centre here. Nice big park there with the playground and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, Kmart, Woolworths, all the good stuff.
Everything you would pretty well need. Auto
Yeah.
parts stores, all that sort of stuff.
But yeah, so we're going to pull up at Babinda tonight. I think we're going to spend a few nights there, so we'll go to the bakery. Go for a walk over there. It's only from the Rotary Park to Babinda, it's only like a kilometre walk to the bakery, so it makes it feel like it's worth it. And then we might go down to the boulders and have a look, go for a swim. But see you at Babinda. That's super cheap.
And Repco.
And Repco. Oh. Super cheap and Repco right across the road from each other.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're driving along and we remember at the last minute we only just pulled into the servo on time. But we pulled into the servo here at Mirrawinny. We're probably like, well, we're 15k or so north of Innisfail and about 10 or so k from Babinda. But we had to pull up because then to get a photo, and I've got to show you guys on video. But we've just pulled up at Greer Road.
Yeah.
So I haven't actually done any research to see if
How it got its name.
the Greer family is affiliated with the naming of this road. But there is a Greer Lane in Townsville, which we are affiliated with. Not affiliated, what's the word? Like, we are it is named after us. My great grandfather had a butcher shop there, so it was Greer Lane. But I haven't done any investigating to find out about this one, but I might have to do that one day when I'm bored. Got your photo?
Got the photo, because, you know.
Greer Road, you gotta take a photo, right?
Why not? Greer's Great Aussie Adventures are at Greer Road.
That's it. So as you can see, we're starting to sweat. It's getting a bit warmer.
Yeah, we are at lunchtime now.
We're at like 1:30.
1:30.
So we're pretty well at the peak heat of the day, so a lot cooler than yesterday.
Bit hot.
But yeah, we're nearly at Babinda where we're going to spend a few days, so I'll see you there. Alright, so we always say to everybody that we'll show the ups and downs regardless of anything. So now we're on a down. We're just coming over the range into Babinda Boulders. Probably, what, 100 metres from the crest?
Yeah, maybe, because that's probably the
Yeah,
crest
probably like
line.
100 metres from the peak of the range. And all you could smell was a horrid oil, like burning oil smell, and we had smoke pouring out from under the bonnet. So we just pulled over onto the shoulder enough and I dodged it up. So what happened was we blew a transmission line straight off the oil cooler, like off the side of the oil cooler, blew this line there. And once again, just shows the importance of carrying spare parts. So I've managed to grab out some hose and some clamps and fix it all. And I've got spare transmission all there to top it all back up. But problem being at present is, you know, everything's obviously that hot from driving for the last 4 hours that I need to be able to hose all the oil off everything. So we're gonna have to sit here for a while, wait for it to cool, to be able to hose it all off and finish doing the repair. I only did a dodgy repair because we were just down on the side of the road.
Yeah, we weren't safely
off the road, so I just did a dodgy enough repair to get us up here.
Yeah.
Because we can sit here for a few hours. You know, we're far enough off the road, it's safely to stay here the night if I can't get it to cool off quick enough to be able to get my hands in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I just want to there is shit days.
The importance of having a fire extinguisher in the car, because it was close. We just were able to rip
You
that
could
thing
see it
out,
trying to ignite off the exhaust.
and we had it there ready at the go. So.
And like I said, spare hose, spare clamps, all that, you know, we can fix it. We don't have to call anyone, we can fix it. We just need it to cool down. Fix it and clean it all off, and
And
we'll be off.
just a quick kudos to all of us. No one bothered to try and get phones or anything out of the car. We literally
Through everything.
Everyone just bailed out of the car and got out of the car,
Yeah.
which really I wouldn't have expected to
I think
happen.
doors were open, everyone climbing out before we'd even stopped.
Climbing out, isolator was off, and everyone just stood back.
Because if oil ignites, like if it had a caught fire, there's, you know, it would have been up and gone that quick. Our little fire, everyone knows how useless those little fire extinguishers are, but at least it hadn't. That way we were standing there. If it had have ignited, we could have put it out instantly. But yeah, so now we sit around here. We're literally like 500 metres.
500 metres from the boulders.
From the boulders camp. But there's like probably 2 litres of oil just splayed all over the motor and exhaust and everything. So
at least we knew the problem. The minute I hopped out of the car, I could see the red dripping, and I knew
off
exactly
everything.
what had happened.
So not too bad. At least no one got hurt. Everything's safe, and it was an oil fire, not electrical. So.
And so far, the car is still not on fire.
Yep.
So.
And once again, that's the beauty of having a battery isolator as well. Is
we just cut everything.
as soon as we pulled up, we could, because I got the battery isolator right next to the secret spot right in the back of the car, so we can just flick the battery isolator and cut the power to everything. So that way, if it is electrical, then power's been cut to it.
Doesn't matter, because obviously, when we first saw the smoke and everything coming out, we had no idea what was going on. So.
But yeah, so we'll sit here for a while until the car cools off, that I can fix it and hose it off.
Yeah.
Don't know if you mentioned it, but only one person pulled up to help.
Oh, that's
yeah,
true.
it was awesome. So we had
We're
there was
blocking
probably
the road slightly.
4 or 5 cars went past, just cars, either locals or people from Cairns out swimming or whatever. But none of them stopped. The only ones that stopped were a couple of backpackers.
Yeah, two ladies of all things,
pulled up to ask if we were alright, if we needed anything, if we had to go get anything. And said, we didn't need anything, but awesome to see people.
So if you ladies happen to come across this video one day, thank you so much for
so
stopping
much.
to check we were alright.
But yeah, so we'll chill out for a bit and tune in later.
And there's your example, they just float.
Alright, so we limped it down to the car park here at Babinda Boulders.
Yeah.
Unfortunately the campground's full, and the rotary park on the highway, it's full as well. But by the time we've waited a couple of hours for the car to cool down enough to put a new hose and everything on it,
Sun's going down now.
the sun's pretty well gone. It's too late to go and find somewhere, so it's not something that we condone and we encourage, but we just pulled up in the car park here. But unfortunately this is tonight. Like you said, we don't condone it and support it, but we're basically at the stage at present we don't really have a choice.
This was a really
unfortunate incident,
crappy situation.
But the car's cool enough that I've put a new transmission cooler hose on, all new clamps on it.
Yeah.
It took 2 litres of fluid.
Yeah.
And then
cleanup took a bit.
nearly a litre bottle of solvent to clean off all the transmission fluid off the motor and all the guards, all under the bonnet, all under the car of the exhaust.
It is crazy. Oh yeah, sorry, he needs his ice water.
It's water, guys, look.
It's water. It's ice water.
I've already had a riser, so.
It is crazy to think, like, okay, cool but not cool would have been to see what was going on under there when it blew.
I would have been spraying everywhere.
Everywhere, like
it was
everywhere.
It blew on this corner, but it was everywhere. It was all the way over to that corner.
On the firewall, like everywhere.
I wish we had a dash cam actually.
Oh,
because if we had a dash cam, you would have seen the smoke.
The smoke footage. It got really hectic there at one point. The
smoke was
very thick. Like in that short moment from when I was driving, and I said to Ray, I said, "Car's smoking." And we tried to pull over.
It was bad, eh?
Like, we're going up a hill, guys. There was not many options to pull over, so I took the first one I could, and in that short, what would have been less than 30 seconds, maybe 15 seconds from the first bit of smoke I saw to by the time we stopped. That's why we ran and got the fire extinguisher, because I was expecting Ray to pop the bonnet and there was a fire under there. It was hectic.
So
very hectic.
Obviously we've already been down for a swim because it was friggin' hot.
Yeah,
like doing all that, I was dripping with water, dripping with sweat, so we went out for a swim.
Yeah.
But now we've just got to hope no one comes and moves us along, but we'll just tell them the story and hopefully they'll let us stay if they come down, but we'll see what happens, and we'll go for a walk down and give you a look at the swimming hole and the boulders, and Em spotted the start to a walking track, so
we'll see.
We'll see how many mosquitoes. It sort of looks like it goes off into the foresty stuff a bit, so there might be mosquitoes pretty bad, but time to clean up, put everything away and go and get dry clothes on, and then we'll go for a walk in the morning, so we'll see you then. Alright, so bright and early up this morning. We just wanted to pack up and get out of here early. We didn't want people to think that you can camp here, basically. But as you can probably hear, I've got Em's head cold. So is Isabel.
Yeah, so we're all down for the count at the minute.
So.
And again, it's not COVID.
Yeah, our plan was to get up early this morning and get down to here and get some good footage and that. But cars literally started rolling in.
It was still dark.
It's still dark, yeah, it was still dark this morning.
6 o'clock this morning.
And there was cars rolling in, so it's already pretty busy, but we'll get what we can, give you a look when we get down there. But they got a toilet block and everything here. Yeah. I think they're long drops.
Yeah.
And quite a few picnic tables and all that sort of stuff.
Barbecues as well.
So it's a really nice little area. But we'll go down and have a look. As you can see, it is beautiful. Sitting here, you can hear the rapids just there. And then, yeah, so we've got wheelchair access all the way down.
Once it hits the water, it's a drop off.
Yeah, you just got to go fast in your wheelchair so you drop in the water, you know, like a skateboard.
Oh wow, that's so pretty. The sun on the rock.
Sun on what rock?
On the big rock.
Oh. Oh, I'll just point that way and hopefully people can see it. Stairs all the way around. But beautiful swimming hole. It is, obviously this morning it's bloody freezing. But yesterday when I got in it was quite nice. When we came here, what was it, 2 years ago? It was a lot higher. This platform was pretty much underwater. The water went just up to that bottom pole. And considering the amount of rain they've had in Cairns lately, we thought it would have been a lot higher. But it's perfect for swimming. It's all quite deep out around the edges. But we'll go for a walk up to the big rapids now and give you a look at that. It's about 600 metre walk, I think it is. Where's the path? See? Nailing it. This is I'm pretty sure from memory there was no steps on this. But if you're gonna do it in a wheelchair, it is bloody steep. There is some really steep sections.
It states that there really is no wheelchair access. You know, you've got that tricky part in between the trees up here, like you wouldn't fit a wheelchair.
Ah, yeah, righto. So yeah, even though it's a smooth track, God, look through there. Absolutely beautiful. Can't beat that sound, eh? So yeah, the signs are right there, and I reckon it'd have to be 2 or 3 a year that we hear of, or at least 1 a year.
Yeah. Which is still too many.
It's still too many. It's just ignorance. Like, you know, if I hear someone had died there, there's no way in hell I would want to go swimming in there. And when you look at it, you can see what's going to happen. So I don't know whether people just can't read water or what, but it's a beautiful spot. Alright, so we're about to walk out onto the last lookout of the walk. So I'm not going to show you till we get out there.
At least you and me.
Can you see over there? This is amazing. That's beautiful. Should I turn the camera around?
Oh, I think we should.
Well, we'll start over here. And then we'll work our way around. That is amazing. That's beautiful. I can hear the water, but I can't see the water. But the hill, the sun, the mountain. Alright, so we ended up at the Rotary Park yesterday. We literally sat out the front from like 8 o'clock in the morning, waited for some bands to leave.
It's like 9ish or something. We got here at like 8.
Yeah, we waited at the front till like 9 until we could see the bands leave, and then we snuck in and jumped into a spot. In true fashion, they've already found a chook. I don't know, where is it?
He's at the back of the jeep.
That's it? Yeah, show 'em.
Okay, Billy. This is Billy.
Oh, no.
Chuk chuk. Hey.
So yeah, true fashion, didn't take what, not even a day. And they found a chook.
24 hours.
24 hours. But yeah, so we're off to visit a mate here in Babinda for a bit this morning. And then we're off to Josephine Falls for a swim because it's hot. It's bloody hot, like we're sweating.
It is really hot.
Really hot. So we're off there for a swim, so I'll take you along and give you a look at the... Apparently it's a really nice swimming hole, so we're gonna have a look. So, for obvious reasons, we didn't even get in the water because you literally had to line up to get in the water.
And at that, you'd be swimming like this with someone else.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's amazing. Oh my god, it's so beautiful.
But the fact there's only one swimming area and there's like 100 people there. There's this other intersection, we'll see where this goes. But yeah, oh. As I said, it's the problem when you're up in northeast Queensland and it's hot. Everyone's got the same idea. But yeah, beautiful waterfall, it's just far too many people for us. Yeah, Em couldn't even get a photo of it.
Without someone like...
Heaps of people around, so. But like I said, northeast Queensland, Northern Territory.
There's a few little tracks off that.
It's all going to be the same. This might go to the top. I assume this will go to a bit of a lookout. Oh, I should turn away so no one can see. That way all you can see is me, right? Oh, that's beautiful. Alright, time to give you a look. That's beautiful. So obviously the swimming holes are down the bottom. I think there's another viewing platform because the track kept going, so we'll go up and have a look.
One must point out, I hate to point other people out now, but what an amazing spot for a lunch picnic. That's incredible.
Absolutely beautiful spot. Alright, so this is the top lookout. Apparently I'm scared. Why are you scared?
Because it goes like right out. We're elevated, it's not on the ground.
Oh. This is the beauty of not being able to see, guys. I don't know where the hell I am. But we are endeavouring to get Emma a tripod for her big camera so she can start really getting good photos of this sort of stuff. Just to showcase it a lot more. So before, we were down the bottom down there, and now this is up the top. So that's absolutely beautiful. And now, when we get Em's tripod, she can sit here and just get perfect photos, that sort of stuff. But this with a shaky hand, it doesn't really work. But that's amazing. And I think what's the next one? Oh, we got Milla Falls. We'll stop at Milla in the next video, and there'll be Millstream Falls.
Yeah.
Which is what, the widest
single drop waterfall
in Australia.
So I'm really excited about that one. But you know, there's probably going to be 100 people there too.
We've seen the longest single drop. That is Wallerman.
Falls.
So this is the widest mouth single drop. So that's it. The next video. That's beautiful. I wish we could get over there, because that'd be great. But even here, if we could get a tripod and get a real nice photo of that, that'd be beautiful. But we're going to set off with the other 100 people and walk back. Look at that one. Alright guys, so we ended up backtracking. We've actually come back to Innisfail. So change of plans. We're not getting the aircon done now because we basically got sick of everywhere being busy.
And see, on that note, a lot of the caravan parks in Cairns were booked out too, so we weren't actually able to find a spot to stay in Cairns.
So, and the prices they're charging for van parks up there, we just thought, bugger it, we'll get the aircon done elsewhere. We don't do van parks anyway, so
Plan G or whatever we're up to now.
The aircon's only really valid for van parks, so...
so it's not, it needed to be moved down on our priority list. We needed to start looking at what we wanted to do, not what we thought we should do.
We're sitting here right now at Innisfail Free Camp. So it's right on the corner of the A1 and the Palmerston Highway. Beautiful little free camp, actually got toilets and water. But so from here, we're going to head west. So we're going to be heading up over the Tablelands and into Hughenden. And then in Hughenden, we're going to do a few bits and pieces there.
Yep, there's a few little things I'd
that's
like
where
to
we're going to roll the dice on what we're going to do.
Yep, so we've decided that's how we are going to seal our fate and our direction for the next
So from Hughenden, it's basically south or west, so we're just going to flip a coin when we get there.
But I'd like to just add that yes, it's south, but we're going to create a few different south or west.
If we go south,
a few different pathways.
It'll be just, our way.
Yeah.
All over the show.
Yeah.
But basically, that's going to be the next video. So it'll be heading through the Tablelands.
The journey
out to Hughenden.
To the dice rolling.
There wasn't a great deal in this one again, but we just like to show you everything that goes on the road and how our adventures change and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're going to chill here for the afternoon. Start cooking some dinner. It's been a beautiful afternoon. The weather's actually been cooling off quite nicely, but
sort of.
It gets, the afternoons are nice. The days are still nice,
shit. But you know, a couple of nights ago it was.
Yeah. But as we get out to Hughenden, the temps out there look beautiful.
Pretty well bang on for us, aren't they? Like single digit lows overnight, 20 odd during the day.
We are going to be doing some stuff between here and Hughenden as well, so look for all that in the next episode.
You have to wait.
But for now, like I said, we're going to chill out and head off tomorrow, but you'll have to wait till next video for that one. So don't forget to like the video if you like it, subscribe to the channel, do all that notification bell, do all that good stuff.
All the good stuff.
If you want to know anything, leave it in the comments or shoot us a message. Always happy to talk.
For sure.
We've actually, flukily enough, with the low subscribers we've got, we've actually met quite a few of them now.
I'm going to say it's somewhere between 6 to 10 subscribers.
We've actually met on the road.
Probably doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're only sitting on 680 subscribers and we haven't been too many places in... Yeah. That's been in about the last 2 months too. So it's been
unreal.
Oh my God. So if any of you guys are watching... Hello, and thanks for coming to say hi. It absolutely makes our day. It's awesome.
Do want to remind people that do see us that I I won't be able to see you.
Oh, yeah.
We did have a couple in...
Calliope?
No, the other ones. We were at that Bowen.
Oh, at the Bowen NRMA.
They came up talking to me and I couldn't see who they were.
Isabel and I were off. We were getting bacon and egg rolls.
So I couldn't see what was going on, and so I sort of was a bit dumbfounded for a little bit until I worked out what was happening. And then there was that awesome couple in Calliope that they went past tooting and waving, but I was like, what?
I don't know what's going on.
They came back and we had a good chat with them anyway. But just want to remind everyone, if you do run into us, that there's a good chance I'm not going to see you.
Yes. So, but don't be discouraged. Pop up and say,
if you wave
hey,
at me,
I'm one of your subscribers.
If you wave at me and I don't
yourself.
wave, I'm not rude. I'll probably just literally didn't see you. Because we are happy to sit down and have a chat with people. That's why we do it.
For sure. So always come over and say hi. Even if Isabel and I aren't here, pop over, say hi to him, introduce yourself and say why you've just randomly come up and started talking to him. And then he'll be happy to have a chat.
Like I said, like it, subscribe, do all that stuff, and we'll see you next week.